Hello, it's Georgie Oldfield here, physiotherapist and founder of SERPA. In this video, what I wanted to do was reinforce how important it is to be supportive of yourself as you go through the SERPA recovery program, and how important acknowledging any minor achievement is when you're recovering from pain that's stress-induced. So if you think about it, whenever we learn anything new, whatever that is, whether that's learning to walk as a baby or learning to ski, to drive a car, anything like that, we're not going to be able to do it completely beautifully and well from the first moment we try. If you consider a baby, when it's learning to walk, it might have walked around the furniture to begin with, and then he's starting to take a few steps into the middle of the room. The likelihood is, every time actually, this baby is going to fall. Maybe do 1 or 2 steps initially and then it will fall. Now if you're the parent, you're not going to stand there and say, "Oh, you stupid fool, what have you done? You'll never learn to walk if you do that. Come on, you've got to get up again. Don't fall again, because that's not going to help you succeed." We recognise that actually it's by falling that he's learning to then take that next step and progress. So what do? We actually would applaud when he falls. "Oh, well done, congratulations, oh, you're doing so well, come on, let's have another go." Okay, that's just what we do. It's innate within us to support and encourage a baby learning to walk. And then if you think about it, when you learn another skill, whether that's learning to ride a bike, whether that's skiing or netball, we're not going to succeed and be an expert player or rider. Right from the word go, we are going to make mistakes, and the important thing is to recognise that's all part of our progress, and we accept that with things like that. Part of our progress to be able to achieve and succeed in what we're doing. And if you think of an Olympic athlete, again, they're not going to get anywhere if they're just saying when they fail to achieve their personal best, or they don't win a race that they wanted to reach before they became the Olympic athlete, they did never reach that point. If along the way they were saying, "Oh, I'm useless, I can't do that, what's the point?" Unfortunately, when we're working with chronic pain, and we're actually having to work with the mind, if we use that mindset, then we're not going to get very far. If we're forever being hard on ourselves, beating ourselves up, the fact that we've not been able to achieve our goal, or we've had pain when we've bent over, and we believe that actually, no, I've got this, consciously I've really understood this and accepted it, so why am I still having pain? Oh, I'm useless, maybe I can't do this, maybe I'll never recover. That sort of thought pattern, that sort of behaviour is actually going to be detrimental and create even more stress and emotional turmoil that triggers the emotional brain that then fuels that cycle of pain. So it's really important in this whole process to acknowledge any achievement, however small, and preferably write it down, record it, so you can look back and see how far you've come on the journey. So if you don't manage to, let's say, walk the distance that you wanted to walk, but you did walk a little bit further than before, that's a success. That's part of your journey. That's part of your progress to being able to be pain-free. Okay, so really recognise this, how important it is to acknowledge your achievements, and don't just think, "Oh, that's no use, I'll never do that," because it is something we need to persevere at, and the more you can provide positive feedback to the self, the more likely to yourself, the more likely you are to succeed. So think about that as you're making your way through this journey, and that will definitely help you as you progress. And for other tips and advice, just go onto my YouTube channel, and there's lots of little videos with just a few tips and things, or go along to the SERPA website where you can find much more information about this and how to recover from chronic pain using the SERPA approach.